Did you know the Pocono Mountains is home to many great birds of prey, such as our nation's mascot, the majestic bald eagle. In addition to the eagle, the Poconos is home to a host of other raptors, such as hawks, falcons, great horned owls, and many more. Join us as we head over to Lackawanna Sanctuary for an amazing educational program on birds of prey.
Kestrels are the smallest falcons in North America, the second smallest true falcons in the entire world, so he won't get larger than this. All falcons of the world, except for one species, have dark brown eyes. So does Chester, and above each eye the feathers shelf out, forming what's called a brow ridge, and brow ridges in falcons will act to shade out their eyes and protect their eyes a little bit, but not a whole lot. Not like a hawk, not like an eagle, and you're going to see the difference. Falcons have shorter faces, and it gives them a relatively sweet, pretty, expressive, almost a cute look about them. Now when he super relaxes, his wings will crisscross to the next behind his back, but still, you can see the outline of each individual flight feather lined up one behind the other, and that's because his wings are long and they're pointed, and it is what makes him built for speed. Kestrels are our most common falcon. They range all over North America. They prefer farm fields, wide open country, and they have a great behavior. All falcons of the world, when they get excited, bob their heads up and down. He rarely does it on his own, but I can manufacture it for him. Peregrines are certainly one of the more well-known birds in the world. What you might not have known is peregrine falcons are actually the most widely distributed bird in the world. They are found on every continent except for Antarctica. Peregrine falcons nest on cliffs near water. Today, peregrines are also nesting in and around cities, buildings, bridges, artificial man-made cliffs, usually near water. Ducks flying across the river, falcon sees the coming way in the distance, gets ready, jumps off the cliff, pumps her wings, circles up so high in the sky. By the time the duck passes beneath the falcon, the peregrine can be 1,000 or 2,000 feet above the duck. And she goes into one of the most outrageous acts you would ever witness in the natural world. Blue-gray in color, wings pointing out the back, free-falling towards the earth, sometimes spiraling during the fall straight down. Absolute total control somewhere around 200 miles an hour. One of the largest and one of the most common hawks in North America. Her name is Nikana. She is called a red-tailed hawk. And she is called a red-tail because of her tail, which really isn't red at all. It's kind of a rusty color. When the sun shines through it from a distance, it looks orange or light orange from the other side. See a red-tail out there? The first thing you notice is you're looking at a really large, wide-winged, blocky bird. No animal in the world sees as well as a hawk or a falcon except for the eagles. Her feet are huge for her size, her talons are curved, and they're sharp, and her foot is so strong. Sun glows light off the belly of the hawk. You can see it from a quarter mile easily. They like dead trees, no leaves in front of their face. They like interstate highways because grassy median barriers separating the roads are loaded with mice, and ground predators don't feel like crossing 65-mile-an-hour traffic to go catch one. Hawks don't care. September, October, November, hawks are migrating north to south. Where do we live? Smack in the middle of the northeastern flyway. You can see anywhere from 50 to a few thousand hawks fly by right above your head, free show, and it doesn't happen like this in every state in the United States. Great horned owls live everywhere in the Western Hemisphere. He is called a great horned owl with these tufts of feathers right there resembling horns. They're actually structures called plumicorns, and they serve as a visual signal to other owls. If Harley's really upset, they're straight up into the air. If he's relaxed or subdued, they're off to the sides a bit. Owls are always blacks and whites and browns and grays and tans. They're never brightly colored. They are built for camouflage. Most owls resemble tree bark. Harley sees so well when it's dark out. Place him in a Major League Baseball stadium, dome it up. There's a mouse out in center field. He's in the stands behind home plate. Would you like him to see the mouse? Light a candle and place it on second base because a single candle illuminates the entire baseball stadium with enough light for an owl to see a mouse in the outfield. If you want to make it more difficult for him, blow it out. Pitch black again, can't see anything. Mouse starts to walk across the outfield. So he'll catch it now because he hears mouse footsteps in the grass. Not all owls hoot, great horned owls do. Males hoot low and slow, females hoot high and fast. So if you hear something like you're hearing male and female back and forth, back and forth. This is Mojo. Mojo is called a saw-whet owl, S-A-W-W-H-E-T. The third smallest owl in North America. He's not a baby, he's fully grown. He is fully grown at 2.8 ounces, close to a 20-inch wingspan, and a huge head for his size. Most owls have yellow eyes. They have white eyebrows. They perch with 2 toes forward, 2 toes behind them. Over 100,000 people have seen Mojo. People who may never have been close to a saw-whet before may never ever have that opportunity again, just speaking for myself. This bird happens to be one of the greatest looking animals I've ever seen. This is Lizzie. Lizzie is a bald eagle. Bald eagles are called bald eagles not because it looks like they have bald heads. Bald is an old English word originally spelled B-A-L-D-E, which means white. So a bald eagle is a white-headed eagle, except when it's not. Because when bald eagles are less than 2.5 years old, their heads are brown, their beaks are black, their eyes are dark brown, their bodies are brown and white, and their tails are brown and white. But after their second molt, they start to change. Their eyes turn lighter in color, their beaks turn yellow, their heads start to turn white, their bodies turn brown, and by the time they're 5 years old, their tails are completely white. Bald eagles are among a group of eagles called the fish eagles or the sea eagles. There are only 11 species of sea eagles in the world. One of the reasons why we chose this bird as a national symbol, they weren't found in Europe, they're only found here. We used to have 25,000 breeding pairs of bald eagles south of Canada. By the mid-1960s, about 400 pairs remained. Wow. Today, we may have close to 10,000 breeding pairs of bald eagles south of Canada. Bald eagles are the wildlife success comeback story of the past 35 years. The greatest threat to all wildlife always has been, always will be loss of habitat. No place to live, wildlife disappears and goes extinct. In 1984, there were only 2 or 3 nesting pairs of bald eagles in the state. Today, there are more than 300, because a lot of people went through a big effort to bring these birds back. That's why it's so important not to gut the Endangered Species Act.
For more information on birds of prey, visit dvrconline.org. And if you like Wally Life, please click the subscribe button below.